Good morning. It is December something or the other. Time to start doing some Christmas reviews. So I don't have Afton with me, and I decided to go with Bad Santa first. Bad Santa. I like Billy Bob Thornton. I always thought he was a good actor, and he has a creepiness. Excuse me. He has a creepiness to him that it's not that he's real creepy looking, because he has like a roguish handsomeness, but it's just he can play like a creepy character, like a character with just devolved sensitivities of being a good human being. So this was a perfect vehicle for him to drive. Tony Cox is really good in this. It's the kind of role that really only Tony Cox could play, because you can believe him to be tough. He is a believable tough, even though obviously he's a short guy and he's little or whatever, so being diminutive does not stop him from having an air of menace about him, but also he's funny enough to carry all his parts while working with Billy Bob Thornton, so he's a talented cat. Bernie Mac is awesome in this movie. I loved Bernie Mac, rest in peace. John Ritter is awesome in this movie. I love John Ritter, rest in peace. The kid, his name's Brett Kelly. I don't know that I've ever really seen him in anything else. I never watched Bad Santa 2, so it's not that's not a movie that I would have ever That's not a movie that I would ever have watched, just because it came out after a time when I was already not watching movies. I was working a lot, so I didn't have time. But so this kid Brett Kelly, he plays Thurman Merman, and he has a unique chemistry with Billy Bob Thornton, which I really just thoroughly enjoyed in this film. He he gave the heart to the movie, and I thought that was really important, because this movie needed some heart. That's just not a nice movie. So it needed something to it, like a little bit of spirit that didn't have just nastiness to it. And that was the kid. So that worked out awesome to have him in it. Lauren Graham is in this thing. I like Lauren Graham. I think she's a capable actress. My only issue is she looks a lot like my sister. And Caitlin, I love you. So it just throws you out of a movie when something like that happens. When I say she looks a lot like my sister, I mean they look a lot alike. So when she comes on, I'm like, what is Caitlin doing in this movie? And she's not in this movie, but it makes it weird. But my sister is a cool person, so yeah, that's okay. It just like takes me away from the movie for a second, and when she comes on screen, and that's not like her fault or anyone's fault. It's not that she's a bad actress. It's just that she looks just like my sister. So, the thing with this movie is, if you know any alcoholics, if you know like a real alcoholic that really needs help, this movie will make you kind of sad in ways, because true alcoholism is a very devastating thing in everyone's life. It's mostly the person who's drinking, but if they have kids, probably mostly them. Now, to watch a, probably formerly functioning alcoholic become a non-functioning alcoholic and just really be falling apart in life is sad. I got to admit it. There were a few pieces that hit me pretty poignantly, and I was like, ugh, that's, but it was realistic, so it's good, it's good for what it is. Now, that doesn't mean that the comedic effect that they're trying to get from the alcoholism didn't work at all, because, like, I don't know, tiny spoiler alert, you've probably already seen this movie, but if you never have, tiny spoiler alert, the part where all the kids and the parents and everyone are all just like waiting for Santa to come show up, and Santa ain't really showing up, and then when he does, he is dead drunk. Dead drunk. That is, you know, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. So they worked it in a way that you can work it into the movie. The sadness of it touches it, the humor of it touches it as well, because the movie is a comedy. So, you know, by this point, Bernie Mac's really leaning into his character, and he is just fun in this thing. There's nothing better than Bernie Mac really getting his bones into the role, because he was just a funny human being, and he'll make you crack up every time he comes on there, even though he's, like everyone else in this movie, playing the role of a scumbag, essentially. um, then all of a sudden they switch over to the heartwarming Christmas time feel, the holiday family thing, and they get the Christmas music going, and it's funny. Like, they start having some scenes where I don't really want to get into any spoilers about it, but it's like music can just change everything about a movie. It's so quickly and easily when it's done in the right way, put in the right place with the right songs at the right time. And that was this. This movie just had like good placement of music. I thought they worked it out very well. So I'm pretty sure the first time that I saw this thing, I didn't see the twist coming. So, because I didn't really remember it too much when it happened. I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if I didn't really see it happening. So, I mean, I knew that, like, there was shadiness going on one way or another, but I thought it was going to come from a different angle. So, it goes through all that. Now all of a sudden it turns into an action movie. Pow! And they have this real capable action scene. Like a fire shootout, a chase scene. It's well done. It was interesting to have it all of a sudden thrown in there. And they did it in like probably 5 minutes. Got it done, wrapped it up. So it was a quick action scene. It was worthy of an action film, and they just threw it in this comedy. I thought that was pretty cool. So the movie ends on what I would consider, yes, I know I have to go to work. Dismiss. So this movie ends on a very true note, because as you go through this life, you'll realize that some people just need to get kicked in the nuts, and that shit is accurate. So, Bad Santa. It's not a perfect movie, but it's, like I've said before, there is no such thing as a perfect movie. I think it's damn close to the best attempt they could have made with what they were trying to do with this movie, so I'm going to give it a 9.5. I probably would have changed a couple things, like an actress who didn't look like my sister would have been playing the love interest. So, 9.5, Bad Santa. Yes, it's worth a rewatch if you haven't seen it in a long time. If you're one of those people that watch it every year, then you probably already know it's awesome. It was a fun enough movie to certainly fill out one of your Christmas slots. So, enjoy your day. I gotta go to work.